A boop. Hello, hello, hello to all of you wonderful, incredible, cool cats. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing excellent. And I hope you all have had a very, very good week. Well, finally, cool cats, finally. As promised, I'm here and I've finally delivered. I just apologize. It took so long. I was not expecting all these crazy disruptions and everything like that for Golden Summer, but I was like, I have got to get things rolling here. So I basically took literally like 2 days straight of just pounding the pavement, doing all the animations, the backgrounds, the look, all this stuff, all this crazy stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of things I had to basically do. Well, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Yes, and of course for the for all those who are joining in for the very first time, my name is SHAKUNETSU Tiger. I focus a lot on retro games, fighting games, and I just, do random things, honestly. Honestly, when I do these things, it's never like on a schedule, to be frank about it, and things of that nature, but I'm always just trying my best to perform things and allow you cool cats just to come in, take your minds off of whatever mess that you've had going on for the week and things of that nature. So please come in, chill, relax, and enjoy yourselves. And as always, make sure you cool cats if you have not followed yet, please make sure you are following. I am also here on YouTube, so please make sure you follow the links at the very bottom of your screen here. Make sure you hit that notification bell, follow me, and of course also, leave a little bit of a comment for me. That'll definitely help. And the same thing also on my Twitter, on my Twitch account. Yeah, I'm getting back into Twitter and things of that nature, so yeah. So, but please, welcome, and chill and relax. But tonight we are doing Golden Summer, so I have brand new animations, brand new poses, brand new everything, except for the games, kind of. Tonight is all about testing to make sure the majority of this stuff works. I haven't gotten everything done, but I want to make sure that everything's at least, in working proper order and such. So I hope the sound quality is good. I hope everything looks good. I hope everything is okay. So, like I stated, I was just busy, super busy getting things done. But I'm excited that this all worked out. This is all doing well, and But I appreciate you all. You cool cats have, kept me focused and kept me going and things of that nature. So despite everything that might have been all over the freaking place and stuff, I truly appreciate all of the warmth, the welcomes, the follows, and just you all just being such amazing people towards me. I greatly appreciate it. So, but yeah, so as you can tell, I wanted to get the animation for the background done, but I kept having issues with the capture program, so I couldn't get it, so I had to create a placeholder background for at least for now. Hopefully I can get it all squared away and fixed up, I hope, within the next couple of days. So, but I've completely and totally focused on all the new animations, the layouts and stuff like that, and I was just trying my best to get everything squared away and ready to go. So, but of course, let me show you cool cats all the new poses. Now, the normal form of myself is not here, it's not present, because I've spent all of my time and focus just on overheat form, so that way, it's summertime, sun's out, guns out, why not? So hopefully you cool cats will enjoy, nothing but muscle for the next couple of, literal months. But if not, if you cool cats missed the original form, I can always bring that back. I can always create another pose just for normal form, but it's up to you cool cats, of course. So, but first, let me show you some of the new animations and poses here. So, of course, this is my normal, regular standing pose, when I first start off and things of that nature. And then I got this nice, this nice extreme lunging pose. So I hope you cool cats like that. I guess if I really want to, pose and do all kinds of stuff like that. So I hope you cool cats like that. I had to actually increase the definition a bit more. So trust me, that was not easy to get the definition just right, but I had to go through and, basically for all the poses and animations, I had to do the definition like so much deeper than I normally would. So, so there's that. And then of course I've got the cheeky flex pose. I got that too. So if I feel really cheeky, I can do this. So hopefully you cool cats will enjoy this as well. And of course, the one thing I was like, I had to limit, the poses, because I could have made so many poses, but I was like, wait a second, the program's not gonna accept too many poses, so that was my problem. So I was like, okay, I can't go complete and total ham with all the poses. So hopefully, the pose designs and stuff like that, it won't crash OBS, I hope. So again, this is why I'm doing like massive testing tonight to make sure everything looks good. And I know a lot of you cool cats wanted a back shot, so I made sure to get a nice good back shot as well. So I hope you cool cats like the new back shot as well, because I had to do so much. Like you cool cats don't realize just how much I had to do in terms of getting the poses correct and doing all of the necessary let's say the proportions for the camera to make sure that the proportions are right, make sure that I fit in the screen correctly and stuff. So I had to do a lot of testing just to get everything to look cool and look good and everything like that. And of course, I do hope you cool cats do like the golden outfit that I got going on here. So I really wanted to make sure I focused completely and totally on the golden, outfit and stuff, because this is gold summer. Like, we got to do the gold stuff. And then I got the little cheeky, the embarrassing pose. So I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta do the little embarrassing pose. And I actually made sure to actually include a blush in this one, like an actual like good looking blush, because I was like, I wasn't like always impressed with the one blush that I had originally put on my original outfit, but hopefully this one looks a little bit more convincing. So yeah, if I do anything embarrassing or if I do anything silly or anything like that, at least it looks a little bit more, I look a little bit more embarrassed than I normally would. Hey, no, but I understand. I trust me. I kind of figure a lot of you cool cats really just like all of the crazy stuff that I've created over the years and stuff like that. So hey, no problem. I do not mind that whatsoever. And of course, I had to create the angry pose, and I actually did a little bit more angry this time around. So hopefully, yeah, I now have a far more intense, angry, freak out look now. So I have that. So I hope you cool cats, if I ever do get angry and things of that nature, I've got that on. I've got this on call now. So I hope that you like the full muscle pose. So I hope it looks good. I hope it looks decent. Well, again, I mean, I'm trying my best to find out what works. And of course, if you cool cats, don't see anything that looks correct or anything like that, please let me know, and I will do my best to incorporate it for the next live stream and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'll do my best to see if I can make even more angrier things or whatnot. I'm not a big angry person, but I had to just add a little something. And then of course I've got the gaming pose, because I was like, okay, you know what? I have to think the I had to do the, well, of all things, I decided to use a Dreamcast controller for this pose, a gold Dreamcast controller, because, you know, Dreamcast was a good system, it was a good console, so why not add that to the effect and create the the illusion of a golden Dreamcast controller, because why not? And then I also have the angry portion of that too. So yeah, so yeah, I hope you cool cats will like this as well. That's like if I do get angry during the video games and stuff like that. That's just, you know, an additional pose. Basically, I'll be switching back and forth between those two poses, obviously, and such. So I hope you cool cats like that. And now for those who wanted more animations, I went all out. I went all out for all these 4 brand new animations that are specifically just for, you know, I don't actually, my mouth doesn't move during these animations that I made, but I really wanted to focus just on animations for you cool cats. So check these out. So I have this one. Which I hope that looks pretty decent. It's not super perfect, but I really wanted to put more emphasis on animation. So hopefully you cool cats do like these brand spanking new animations that I created. And they're short, but a couple of them are a little longer, they're just a little bit longer than normal. So, but I hope that you like this one. So that's your basic, you know, bicep flex. Nothing crazy about it, but just something just a little, you know, a little nice, little, just a little different. And then of course I know you cool cats like the pecs, you know, thing, so I had to make sure I do something with this. So I hope you cool cats like that. So just something a little, you know, just a little bit more in depth with the animations and stuff like that, you know. And of course, if you cool cats want more, if you guys want more, you know, details or something more with emphasis and stuff like that, please let me know. I will do my best to add more, you know, crazy animations and stuff like that. So but again, you know, I hope everything looks decent with these animations here. And here's the next one. I had to make sure I do something just a tad bit different with these poses. So I really hope that you cool cats do like all these brand new. You cool cats wouldn't believe just how much time and effort it took me to get these animations just right. Because these are actually, believe it or not, these are not actually MP4 format files. These are actually GIF files. So the fact that I managed to make a GIF file work correctly with this particular program and stuff, I'm happy that it turned out very nicely. So at least now you cool cats will now see some, again, some more new detailed animations and stuff like that. So that's what I was trying my best to, you know, to do for all you cool cats. And then finally, this is the longest animation. So this one's probably all ham. This one's like, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go all out with the animation style, and just I went all out for it. So I hope you cool cats like this long animation. And I'm sure it's killing my system, but I was like, you know what? I just want to go all out and let you cool cats enjoy that. So now, at least now, you will be able to actually do crazy, you know, calls now with these poses and stuff. Because eventually I am going to get it where you cool cats can actually control the actual poses and stuff like that. So I hope you all will look forward to all the brand new crazy animations, poses, and all that stuff. And that's what I've basically worked on for the past couple of days, just making sure that the poses look good, the animations look good. I did testing to make sure that everything worked well with not only the program, but also with OBS. So I hope everything looks good on your end. If everything looks good and you cool cats enjoy it, please, 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 please like the video. Please subscribe. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Let me throw up my things once again. So please, if you have not subscribed yet, please make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell icon, so that way whenever I do anything new, get any new things going on, you'll be the first to find out. And of course, the same thing also on Twitch as well. So again, I went all out. I went all out for this stuff, cool cats. But I hope that you all love the new poses, all the new animations and stuff. That is literally 12 animations. Well, let's say 8 poses and 4 animations. So I hope you all like those. Hopefully you cool cats will be able to control the animations and stuff here, hopefully over the next couple of days, because I'm going to be doing some more testing. Like I said, it's not completed yet, because now I want to do the Twitch integrations. And yes, for those who really want to control things, yes, you will have to follow me on Twitch, so that way you can control everything through Twitch and such. So, but that doesn't mean you don't have to be on YouTube. Of course, for those who give super chats, that's right. If you give super chats, you cool cats will be able to tell me what pose you'd like to see during these live streams and stuff. So, I hope you cool cats love everything. And this is just for Golden Summer. And chances are Golden Summer will probably extend all the way up at least until October, because then in October we've got Red Moon Nights coming back. So yes, I am going to be doing Red Moon Nights and potentially doing some new animations for that as well. But I'm not going to go completely ham, because, you know, Red Moon Nights only lasts 4 weeks, so just as a heads up. So, but this is what I basically busted my tail over for the past couple of literal weeks. So I hope you all enjoy Golden Summer, and I hope to be able to do much more content. And because I gotta upload those videos, I haven't even, that's how focused I've been just this week alone to get these animations and stuff like that done for Golden Summer. I haven't uploaded the videos I told you cool cats about that I had created. Haven't had a chance to upload those yet, so I will do those hopefully over the next couple of days as well. So let's just say my content creation side has been coming out. Thank God I have not had any art blocks or anything like that. So, and yeah, during Red Moon Nights, this tiger gets even bigger. So, so I hope you cool cats will look forward to that as well. So, whew, yeah. And oh, don't worry, Overheat Inferno form will make a return. It's just for the time being, I just was focused so much more on just standard Overheat form, just for the summer. Because when you get huge, you know, obviously you get a little bit more hotter than normal. So do not worry, that'll also be making a return as well. Like I said, I've got so much of stuff going on, so many different things I want to do. So. And again, I do appreciate all you cool cats for just giving me the inspirations to continue to keep doing what I'm doing, and to continue to keep doing what I've never thought I'd be able to do. So, so I hope you all enjoy that. And ice form for some. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I thought, well, you know what? I'm always creating new forms. I feel like I'm Goku sometimes. I'm like, I got so many dang forms, it's ridiculous. And yep, and do not worry. Yes, yeah, Crimson Overheat Inferno will be making a return for Red Moon Nights. So do not worry about that. That will be coming back as well, because I know you cool cats love that stuff. So, but anyways, for tonight's schedule, now again, this is testing night, so I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to start anything brand new as far as gaming goes, but I will be starting a brand new game on Tuesday. Yes, I will be starting a brand new game on Tuesday. Not going to tell you what it is yet because I've been wanting to starting to play this game, and I haven't had a chance to do it. So I will be doing a brand new game on Tuesday. At least two, maybe two brand new games. I still have to decide on what's going to happen for Tuesday. So, but you won't know until I decide to drop it. So, so just stay tuned. All right, cool cats. But as far as tonight goes, we're gonna go back to my bread and butter a little bit. So we are going to be playing some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Still enjoying this white pad that I got. This thing is expensive, but it was worth it. So I'm still gonna be playing that. And because I was talking to a bunch of people on one of the Discord servers that I'm on, I decided to go ahead and just play some more Mega Man Battle Network 6. I'm going to get technical on you cool cats tonight, so... And I do apologize if I do get technical, but Battle Network is a game that I am very focused on, that I know... I know quite a lot of stuff from. In fact, I mean, I don't even know if I ever showed... I know I showed them on the one Discord server. I'm not sure if I ever showed them even on mine, but I did actually win a trophy way back in 2005 for the Mega Man Battle Network 4. There was an unofficial Mega Man Battle Network 4 tournament at Otakon way back 20 years ago. Golly. But yeah, I won a second place trophy, came in second, made it all the way to the finals, and I bombed on the finals. Made it all the way. That was my very first Battle Network tournament. And I still have my trophy. I won a second place glass trophy, made it all the way to the finals, and I bombed out because somebody threw the person I was fighting against used nothing but poison. I had nothing to counter the poison stuff they would throw at me, and they threw down a poison Pharaoh program advance on me. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't believe I got whooped by a poison Pharaoh program advance, but that thing drains your HP. If that ever gets thrown on the field, you're screwed. Unless you have something powerful enough to actually take out the statue when it appears, you're screwed. And I was more focused on getting program advances into my decks and stuff. So, but you know what? The fact that I made it that far, all the way to the finals, and managed to get to second place, I was just, hey, look, if I even made it to the top 5, I would have been happy. But I made it to the top 2 at least. So, hey, I'm happy with that. But yes, I will post that trophy because I know I'll post that on the YouTube post tab. I know it's not called the community tab anymore. It's like, I wish they would stop changing stuff. But yep, so I will post that later on sometime, hopefully tomorrow, if I got as long as I don't have any crazy stuff going on. But I also know what was it? I think I got to take my mom to her doctor's appointment on Monday, I think, so it might be a little tight for time on Monday, but I'll do my best to get everything uploaded before the end of the week. So videos, artwork, all kinds of crazy stuff. So yeah. Alrighty, and yes, I will do that. I posted it on a couple Discord servers, but yeah, I will do my best to do that too. So. But anyway, cool cats, let me go ahead and show you the next portion of the new layouts. Alrighty, and now if you cool cats don't like this, I can remove the gold outline, but I wanted something to make me stand out just a little bit more, and I was like, okay, you know what, let me put a golden aura around me, why not? But of course, if you don't like it, I can remove it, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so as stated, tonight we're just going to be doing some regular gaming tonight for the most part, you know, getting back into the games I love playing and things of that nature, so yeah. Yep, as stated, if you cool cats do not like the golden aura, I can remove it. I just was something. I was just doing something a little, a little bit more different than normal. Oh, give me a second. We don't have a. I don't know why the. Give me a second, cool cats. For some odd reason, the stupid thing decided to. There we go. I was like, okay, that's weird. Oh, for God's sakes, do you have to go flying up the road like that, like a moron? Golly, people are so stupid. Okay, that's really weird. Yeah, for some odd reason, the Diamond Tiger's acting stupid for some odd reason. It's like, it was working fine. It works fine, but then when I click off the thing, it just stops. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, give me a second while I get this fixed. See, this is also one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, I want to make sure everything is working properly before I just start, you know, doing things. Because I swear, it's like it. Yeah, it pops up there. Okay. Alright. I got it fixed. Apparently the dumb thing was like, for some odd reason, it decided to keep going to another thing for some odd reason. I don't know why. Yep, I don't know why. People are just stupid driving up and down the road like they own the freaking highway. It is annoying.
Versus Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. Capcom presents.
Alright, let's have some fun. I've worked all week trying to get all this stuff to be, you know, set up and ready to go and everything like that, so.
Ready?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes.
Alrighty. I'm actually going to mix it up a little bit tonight.
Select your assist type. Select your assist type.
Yep, I'm going to use Jill tonight. I just want to see, because I was testing her out here a couple days ago.
Who will survive?
I'm a member of STARS.
Good ticket. Okay. Wow. Not expecting that from Amsterdam. Wait, that's a Simpsons reference. I think it was like something about Bart having to deliver a human kidney to Amsterdam or something like that.
I'm a member of SHAKUNETSU.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The whole UK thing. Ooh, nice delayed hyper combos. Oh, Joe's from Resident Evil. Ah, shoot, dang it. Gotcha! I forgot I could do that with Jin. The stupid, the silly little two-hit combo to launch and then do the hurricane.
Come on!
Why not? Ooh, why'd you drop your block there, Spider-Man?
I'm a member.
Yoink! I'm getting better with delayed hyper combos.
You got that killer instinct. You win.
Uh-oh. This team might give me some problems. Might.
The battle for survival begins. Engage.
Why would you counter? Dude, the pressure. Oh, just missed. Oh boy! Ooh, that's a chip out. Yes.
I can't believe it. You're amazing. You win.
I am loving this fight pad. Stick, whatever it is a hybrid thing. Oh, breaking out Juggernaut on me, huh?
Come on!
The battle for survival begins.
Nice turn hit. Oh crap! Dude, that didn't kill him? Oh, I just missed, dang it. Nice 10 hit. Yoip! Oh crap! Ooh, what a holy crap! That was a heck of a counter. Dang it. Ooh, 1 second left on the clock. Ooh.
Believe it. You're amazing. You win.
Oh yeah, I've learned not to do that. Okay, this is going to be a heck of a team to deal with.
Get ready to kick butt. Engage.
Excellent. Excellent delayed hyper combo. Yoink! Ow, 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 ow. Excellent. Another good delay hyper combo. Oh crap, just got full meter. Oh boy! Surprise assist.
You got that killer instinct. You win.
I wanna take a ride.
This is more.
Man, they're bringing out all the Shotos on me tonight.
Get ready to kick butt. Engage.
Oh, he got lucky. Oh boy! Ouch! That crazy trade. Hey, how's it going there? Ow. Yo, get out of there! Oof. Get that set up. Good grab. Good 10 hit. Oh boy. Oh, he got lucky. But dang, I didn't even use Jill for that one.
I almost had a heart attack there. You win.
I wanna take you on a ride.
Will now unfold. This is
Oh, understandable. Totally understandable. Everybody has preferences. Ow, 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 ow. Holy crap! Good 10 hit. Yep. Oh, trust me, I do not judge people for anything. You like what you like. That's all. That's what I always say. Oh boy, good counter. Dude, that crazy advanced guarding in the air. Eat fist there, Cap. You know what? I've never been really good with charge characters. For some strange reason, I just resonate with Jin very well. Oh crap! Ah, there goes my daggone. There goes my bonus. Okay, one down. Come on, 15 seconds left. I gotta do some serious damage. Two down. Oh, that would have knocked her out. That would have knocked her out. Dang it, messed up my completion bonus.
I can't believe it. You're amazing.
Yeah, probably. Jen would probably be a nightmare to fight against. Rock, paper, scissors style. Alright, this is where crap's gonna hit the fan. Dang it! I hate that tackle. Drill kick 3. Alright, phase 2. I hate phase 2. I hate phase 2. I hate phase 2.
Engage.
No! The bubbles! Really? Bubbles again? Good counter. Alright, phase 3. Come on, Sean, stop hiding off screen. No! Ow! Ow, ow, ow. I deserve that.
I'm a member of STARS.
Oh, okay. I'm so used to doing reality, but a win is a win. I'll take it.
Thanks for playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Your name will be inscribed in the pages of
That's a 1 credit clear, though. And as such, I will... I can do a little flex for you cool cats, just because. I am so happy I managed to get that working. I cannot remember who that is. I know, I gotta work on my Marvel vs. Capcom lore and stuff. But I'm happy I'm able to do all these crazy animations and stuff like that now. So, but also, I hope the sound quality is coming through alright, because that was one of the biggest things I've been obviously fighting with, is the freaking sound quality. Hey, I completely forgot. That would be that'd be a perfect Halloween costume for myself. Hey there, pretty mama. Oh crap. Oh, second place. Dang it. If I did not screw up and get knocked out, I would have had my completion bonus. That would have put me over the top. Alright, but how many points did I miss it? Oh, jeez, you kidding me? So I missed it by just a little bit under 300,000 points. 300 million points. Jeez, I was this close. I was that close. Oh well, I did a 1 credit clear. That's all that matters. Could have had a no miss clear, but it is what it is. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do some battle networking now, because I want to do some more chip farming, and I need to test something else out really quick. So that'll be the next big thing I need to do. So give me a quick second. I just got to change order because I'm going to use my I'm going to use the Nintendo Swiss cheese controller here, the very flat controller, because this is best for, you know, quick inputs and stuff like that. Okay, if it wants to connect. Oh, for Christ's sakes, this thing was working perfectly fine earlier. Thank you. Jesus. Oh, I did hear that the new Joy-Cons are pretty good. I know. I was actually offered, of all times, because I still am, you know, job hunting and things of that nature, offered me to get a Switch 2, and I'm like, I do not have the finances right now. Why didn't you ask me that 2 months ago when I still had a job? Oh, the Pro Controller. Oh, okay. No, but understandable. Turn it down just a hair.
Is it evening already? Time to kick back and relax then. Let's hang out. All right, let's go.
All right, time to get technical. Oh yeah, that was I was in the graveyard area last time. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna go after the count tonight. Just have to get over to the immortal area, which is in the underground. But first, I guess to do a little bit of practicing. Let's see. Do I want to go to AC? You know what? Let's go to AC/DC Town. The chip trader. 10 battle chips. Okay, let's get rid of all these reflectors. Triple shot. Oh, that's a V code. Oh, that's the one thing I cannot stand about these stupid chip traders. They give you the worst codes. Oh, it's got 2 macro buttons, huh? Interesting. Alright, let's try it again. A panel return! I don't need a... Oh, okay, no. Stupid chip traders. Oh, there's Chad. Maybe I should fight him, because that's right, because that's, that's got the, he's got the crazy, version of Proto Man. Oh, the stock grip doesn't, okay. Interesting. Ooh, 2B. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this. Do I have... Can I get lucky? Get the fire... Okay. Wait a second, I do have a heat dragon. Well, that just means we're gonna have to wait next turn. Or... let's use Charge Cross. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm being stupid. We'll throw the black bombs on the swordy viruses because they are fire types. Boom! Triple deletion. There we go. Fire. Ooh, that's an F code, which I do have in my deck. Let's see, I already got 2 fire swords. See, I can use fire if I use slash cross. I can actually create sonic booms with the charge shot. Since you can charge all sword type chips, no matter what element it is, and you can create a sonic boom. Except that, wait, can you chip charge element swords? I'll have to try that out. Again, more discoveries. Let's see, I want the aura heads, because the aura heads do... Wait, since I have bubble shield, or bubble wrap, that gives me an additional 50 points of damage as long as the bubble wrap is still around me. Providing I don't get hit with an electrical attack, because if I do, that'll do double damage to me, and then I lose it for the rest of the fight. So... we'll give that a shot to see what it's like. Nah, Trumpy. These stupid tanks. Okay, I just can't stand in the back row. But, okay, we gotta do Element Sword. Well, I'm gonna have to do this combination. So, Fast Gauge, Grass Food, Element Sword, use Slash Cross, do a charge shot. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, it does not charge. It does not charge. And that's why I love Element Sword, because no matter where you're standing at, you'll hit all the enemies on the field as long as you're on an elemental panel. Hey, a run back. Ooh, wait a second. Oh, I know the Trumpy's gonna probably either jump into the top or the bottom row, but if I time it just right, I can throw out an air spin, hit the air spin with the tornado, that'll shoot out 8 more attacks, so... Spin? Nothing. Okay. Come on, jump back. Oh. Okay. I was gonna hit it with the tornado, but apparently the air spin was just powerful enough to take them all out. Well, but can do the aura heads, so I could do that. I know I'm like the Swordy 2 is probably going to come into the front row, and if I try to use an area grab, he'll block the one panel. So you know what? We gonna spin. Let's see if I can get the Darkness Program Advance. Can I get it? Oh my God! The luck, the pure and simple luck. I cannot believe. I mean, look at this. This is too much of a perfect setup. So I got Fast Gauge, I got Grass Seed, and the Darkness Program Advance. Do you realize how much damage this is going to do? Yep, I knew it. Get him! Oh my gosh, what the... So standing on the grass panels did double damage, so that did 600 damage. And then the strike, even though I would have missed, did 300, so that did 900 damage right there. That was good. Alright, that's a... I put that one on, replay. I gotta replay save that one. I mean, you don't get a pull like that often. Alright. It's kind of a bad setup, but... Well, the Justice one should take out the, It should, in theory, take out the Rock Cube. So, let's see if this will work. Yep. Heh, Armadillo's trap. Can't do nothing. Okay, I could... Oh, shoot, never mind. No, it'll... Wait, this will still work. This will still work. I can make up for that. I can make up for that. Oh, double deletion. I had my bubble shield on, so I didn't take that damage. It's like, I can be a little risky. It's like Sonic. As long as you've got a shield on, you're fine. Ooh, green mystery data on the field. What prize can I get from that? What prize? But that means I can't do any AoE attacks. Shoot. Can't do an area grab because it'll destroy it. That heat... Oh, shoot. That heat dragon will kill it if I'm not careful. Well, if I get lucky... If I time it just right, I have to stand in front of the... Okay, this is a risky move. Oof, okay. Boom, okay, get rid of that chump. Wait, where am I standing? Dang, if I can move up one row, and if I can time it just right, I can use the, fire sword. Alright, let's do this. Nice. 2000 Zenny, love to see it. Dang, I cannot believe how much Zenny, the Zenny that I've collected over the, time period. That's crazy. Oh wait, I forgot about the shops. Ooh, that's a high bringer. That's a B. That's a B code. I'm not seeing a lot of B codes in the game. Alright, let's do a quick check here. I need to do a cross check. Alright, cross-check on Bs. What we got? Okay, Oh, I didn't know a tank cannon actually had a B code. But the high boomer, that's a B, an L, and a V type for code. So that does 140 damage, obviously. 26 megabytes, so I can have 4 in the deck at once. Chip lockout of 20 frames. Ugh. That's the only thing about the boomers. You have 20 frames of lockout, so that means you can't use a chip after that for 20 frames, which that could be like life or death in a quick match. And, the Mega Boomerang. Well, that's an I, an M, and a V. or a W. That's not exactly a good... W's are not exactly the greatest chip codes in the game. Like, these are your... This is all the W's you can get. I'm like, that is not a very good setup, honestly. I mean, you've got the summon black virus. That would be a very good chip to use, or the nightmare virus. But summon black chip series or screen dimming chips that summon a nightmare virus to move in front of the enemy and attack with a slash. Summon black requires a broken or a hole panel in front of the user. If the user does not have a hole or broken panel in front of them when the chip is activated, the chip gets used with the screen dimming effect, but nothing happens. The summon nightmare appears on the broken or hole panel. It automatically moves in front of the nearest valid target and attacks with a 1 long, 3 wide slash. This is a sword. Okay, so it is a sword element, even though it says here it's a non-elemental, but it's a secondary element, which is a sword. A valid target is any enemy that is in the columns ahead of the panel the nightmare was summoned on that are not directly behind an object. The nightmare will not target enemies on the same column it was summoned on, nor enemies behind it. If the enemy is behind an object, the nightmare cannot target it because it cannot move directly in front of it. If there are no valid targets, the nightmare will leave without attacking. Okay. It does have... Oh, yeah. So basically, you want to have breaking chips if you're going to be rocking any type of nightmare virus in your deck. So... Geddons, crack shots... Oh, you could affect an enemy and have them get them with a panel bug that'll crack things. Of course, with air shoes. Interesting. Or yeah, you could actually do that to yourself. You could actually create the panel bugs where you'll break holes, but as long as you have air shoes on, you will actually you'll be able to summon them as long as you're standing in front of a whole panel. So that'll work. So I mean, it's a very good chip series. I mean, the fact that it does, like, even the first one, it only does 168 attack, but that's still pretty good. Second version does 200, and third version does 260. But, which is kind of stupid, the second version, you can only have 2 copies in your deck, and, I mean, obviously you would choose version 3 since you could still have 2 copies in your deck. So it's kind of it's very weird. It's a very weird setup. But still, that's not what you'd call a good setup, though. But the wind rack could come in handy. The wind rack could come in handy because the nice thing with the wind rack is that it actually pushes enemies back. Actually, I want to say it does push back objects too. I think. Okay, we gotta... Again, I told you I was getting technical on you cool cats tonight. You know, Battle Network is my thing. I need to check out what does the wind rack do. That is an F chip, so that does work in alignment with my deck. Alright, wind rack. Swings a wind rack in front of Mega Man, dealing wind damage on contact and cause a further invisible instant wind effect. The instant wind affects all rows in front of Mega Man. If the enemy is behind a cube or boulder, they're not affected. Wind effect is invisible and can be avoided with the movement bug. Okay. Racket impact is a big push. Racket impact effect differs between who is the host and who is client. Ooh, that's right. There are certain chips that actually affect differently. So if you're the host of a net battle, it has different effects essentially. So the host, it blows away barriers only. If you're the client, it blows away barriers and the wind gust pushes back enemies. That's a very interesting thing to remember. And then, of course, it doesn't have any of the data that I would like to know, the frame data and stuff. Unique interactions. Adding a white capsule removes the drag properties from the chips it's being attached to. Using it with the wind rack will still push the opponent, but because of the wind effect applied by it. So that's interesting. But again, it does work in my favor, because technically I can use that with Slash Cross, and if I get that Sonic Boom effect by a if it chip charges, I can get that extra little effect out of it. So that is strongly a possible setup. Plus, I'm using a I'm using a wind deck as well. So like my Fanfire deck, that could work. And plus, that's an F code. I do have a star code, so yeah, there's some good possibilities here. We got some good possibilities. And that's 7,200. Hey, Magnum. Magnum could also work too. You know what? Let's buy both. Because then I can use either the Magnum or the Wind Rack for certain follow-ups. If it comes down to it, I always have something else to kind of like work with in certain situations. So yeah, we just gonna rock that. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If I play my cards right, the Swordy, it'll jump in front of me. If I can throw it in the backfield, I can get that Black Bomb to go off. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh. Timing was off, dang it. That's alright, the Heat Dragon will get him. Oh, okay, never mind. That'll work. That will work. Actually, I can even make... let's add insult to injury. Wait for it. Oh, dang it. There we go. Stupid Swordy Virus. I could have had that right... I could have got that specifically right on target, but of course, man. Yes, I actually already saw it. It looks really good. It is looking pretty good. Well, you know what? Use the Heat Dragon in combination with the Tornado, because the shooter's not going to move. The shooter won't move at all. Actually, let's do this. We'll do the Wind. We will do the Air Spin, the Tornado, and then the Heat Dragon for a follow-up. Huh, nice. There we go. That's how you do it. Again, the air spin with the tornado combination, that is so deadly. Especially if you do not have if you don't have super armor on, you're stuck, you get stuck in a, basically you would be in hit stun, because when you get hit with that, it doesn't actually make you go into the flashing state. You'll just get hit a bunch of times. Okay, let's start transversing over to the mortal area. So we gotta go back to Central Town. Well, I hope you enjoyed the movie. That's for sure. If I ever had a if I ever get the chance to go see it, hopefully we'll be able to do that. Maybe I might actually go see it after I go to Otakon. So I cannot wait for Otakon. I cannot wait. Ooh, a rare Murtar. Huh. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that one to show up. If I'm not mistaken, I think that thing cracks panels. You know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's be stout. Press gauge. Wait for it. I was gonna beast out and start machine gunning him, but that was too big. That's too good of a setup. Wow, you mean to tell me I actually got through that without actually aggroing Blast Man? Or Clown Man? Really? Ugh. I'm having good luck tonight for some odd reason. Okay, I gotta get rid of that stupid Diodon. Oh, if I can wait next... Oh, actually, again, I'm overthinking things. There's a volcano panel right there in the front. I can throw the freaking black bomb right on the volcano panel. That'll destroy everything. Yep, the ore head for backup purposes, because why not? What? Are you kidding me? The black bomb did not go off? I guess it doesn't cause fire damage. Which is kind of weird. Like, that's fire. That should have actually just destroyed everything. Okay, note to self, that doesn't work. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Circle gun. Nah, I'm not gonna waste full synchro. Alright, that works. Okay, so throwing a black bomb chip on a volcano panel doesn't explode it. That's very, very strange. Oh no, Colonel! I was not expecting Colonel to show up. Daggone it. Almost got lucky. Okay, I just gotta watch out for his cross-divide attack. I can do this. Actually, let's see use the fan, grass seed, and element sword. Cover 300 just in case. Oh, I wish you luck on that, buddy. I really do, because... Dang it. Ooh, can I get lucky? Can I get lucky? We're gonna spin to win. Dang. But I still got another element sword. I just need the base chip. If I get the base chip, I'm good. Hit. Come on, base. Dang. Base doesn't want to come out. Double damage. I still can't believe the two... I was like, let me just spin to see what else I can get. Of course, the voodoo doll still came back up. That's crazy. Ooh! Oh shoot, dang it. Okay. Give me something good, please. Thank you! Okay, this is gonna do some serious damage, but it's on my side of the field, so I can't blow that up. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for the thing to... I gotta wait for my side of the field to come back, so I gotta wait for it. Oh! Never mind. 600 damage! Oh, he's gonna only have 10... Yep. He only has 10 hit points left. I can give myself some more HP back. Boom. New record! 39.23 seconds. Don't ask me how that was possible. Okay, definitely saving. So let's see, that should increase Colonel's let's see. Yep, so that increased his attack to 200. So I think it was only at 150. So that increased it quite a bit. I'm being honest, I was not trying to go for a new record. Oh, of course they give me a nightmare virus to deal with. Okay, no problem. If I can time this just right, wait for the kettle virus to jump in the same row. If the nightmare virus jumps in front at the same time. Oh, okay. Okay, so the first time it doesn't work, second time will. Come on. Come on, jump back in. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? On the first spin, it gave me darkness again. What kind of luck am I having tonight? I mean, I could be really, really nasty right now. I mean, look at this. Grass seed, Darkness. I mean, he's gonna be... the thing's already destroyed no matter what. This is just, you know, icing on the cake. Yeah. I mean, that... you just don't get no more luckier than that. You really don't. Alright, Immortal Area. Can we find this stupid vampire and kill it? Okay, these are the hardest, and I'm talking the hardest viruses come out to play, so I'm gonna have to be I'm gonna have to tread lightly. Watch, it gave me... oh my gosh. This deck shouldn't be that good. This deck should not be that good. I'm getting good pulls tonight. I'm getting real good pulls. Dang it. Okay, so element swords do not work with poison panels. Okay. The heat dragon. I can rock the dragon. Counter hit. Don't ask me. I don't know. This game is very hard to predict at times. Crap, I probably should have got some sub chips. Should have got some sub chips, my bad. Oh, elect machine sword virus. Okay, I gotta be careful. I cannot get shocked by that sucker. Alright, shoot. So I'm dealing with 2 elect types, and of course with me having that bubble shield around me, I'll take double damage on the first hit, so I gotta be careful. But I do have the combination here. Okay, let's hope this works. Boom! Oh, good timing. That did double damage, so that did 500. Right? Wait a second. I always forget what the Black Bomb chip does. The original, I know one of the games that did less damage, but 250. So yeah, that did 500 damage. They were dead, or deleted, I should say. Okay, apparently the game loves giving me the thunder types to deal with, or elect types. So, can we do this? Yep, it's all going to come down to timing. As long as he doesn't jump in that same row. Oh, thank you. Okay, using the the black bomb chip is such a... oh no! Oh, this is bad. This is bad. 2 earth dragons and a black dragon. Ugh. And they're on holy panels. Do I have any? Okay, I do have holy panels. Okay. Okay. The game is no longer playing. Okay, well, you gave me a element sword. As long as that earth dragon in the center, as long as it moves, I can throw that grass seed and get rid of the holy panels with the grass seed. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Black dragons, they put down poison panels. I gotta get rid of that thing quick. Not really much to work with here. Because that black dragon's gonna jump soon. Dang. Well, don't have much to work with here, so we're just gonna have to kind of play it by... He's just gonna have to play it by ear here. If I could time it just right, though. Because that'll do... Well, it won't kill it, but it'll definitely do some damage. Yeah! Ooh, good timing! Oh, that step back. The timing on that, just proper. I mean, you gotta be on point. When you're doing that, you have to be, your timing has to be down flawlessly. Oh no, why are you giving me green mystery data? This is the worst setup. So that means I cannot stand anywhere near close to that thing if I want to get that green mystery data. I can't do any AoE attacks, so screw the black bomb, screw the air spin. Can't, well, I can do darkness, but I can only do that if I'm standing up at the top row, so... And I have to make sure that that met tool in the backfield does not stack down into that middle, bottom row, otherwise it will destroy the green mystery data. Yeah, game is not playing around anymore. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk, because if I can get that element sword, as long as there's nothing, as long as nothing gets into that center panel, I'm good. Good. Ouch. Okay, not good. Okay, shake off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Woof. Got it. Ooh, a double point. That sacrifices panels to give you your next chip attack. It gives more damage to your next chip at the after sacrificing your panels. Oh, that could be something I could do, maybe. We'll see. And of course, and I gotta deal with the pulse bulb. Okay. I know exactly what I gotta do. We're gonna use Charge Cross, because Charge Cross's Charge Tackle has breaking properties, so it ignores the pulse bulb's shield. But that Scarecrow, I'm going to have to do some serious damage to it. In fact, I could actually do this. We could do the air spin with the tornado combination. But I gotta be quick on the draw. Wait for it. Ugh, stupid pulse bulb. Hey, 5 bug frags. Love to see it. They'll go towards the bug frag trader. Oh, dang it. Just my luck. Like, I was having good luck, now all of a sudden, yeah, here we go. Well, I gotta be fast if I want to use this air spin too with the tornado chip, so... Let's do that. So that way I can at least push back that stupid, Elect Dragon. Oh, daggone it. The stupid Elect Dragon got in the way. Dang it. Okay, well, I definitely have to heal. Do I want to do that? Nah. Just in case, because knowing my luck, I'll probably run into the count. I'm going to have to use every tool in the arsenal. Because I don't want to give up... I use Beast out, I give up one turn for the next fight. Oop, hey, can we get lucky? Can we get lucky? Dang. No problem. I'll just use base anyway. That will work. That will work. Oh, jeez. Okay. Again, Black Dragons can't stand that. I'd love to do a 3D stream. I mean, eventually I'd like to do a VR stream, honestly, whenever I upgrade the model and stuff like that. That'd be something I'd love to do, but right now, it's not in the cards right now, sadly. Holy crap, you gave me... I got all of my recovery chips, but I don't need recoveries. I don't need any. Come on. Circle gun him. Ooh, nice double deletion. Nice, nice. Oh, just missed. Okay, hey, if I get lucky... Destroy it. Oh, are you kidding me? So the attack actually penetrates through the black bomb and doesn't set it off. Okay. Again, learning. Yeah, I mean, eventually, like I said, I'd love to do VR stuff, but it's just, I gotta get everything squared away. I need to find a good person for the thing. There's the count. There he is. See, that's why I'm glad I didn't use Beast out. Okay, we don't have a good setup yet, but... That's airspin 3. You know what? We're gonna hold off. I'll wait until I get an area still, then I can throw that out. Because no, my lucky could jump in the backfield, but I gotta be very, very careful because it could shoot out those spikes and also the meteor summons. So let's do this. Dang. Of course, he's got float shoes on, so he's not affected by a hull panel. So. Okay, this is not exactly what I'd like to call a good start, but... He does not have super armor. Ooh, he was right there in the center. Maybe something... Okay, we got one base. I just need to get 2 more voodoo dolls. I'm standing in the center. Wait for him. Gotcha. Oh, crap. Come on, one more voodoo doll. Can you give me one more voodoo doll, please? Please. Dang. Okay, Okay, but he's on the grass panel. I gotta wait for him to stop flashing. Oof, okay, that was close. Counter hit! Oh, come on, give me... Please give me a voodoo doll. Please give me a voodoo doll, please! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, throw down a grass seed. And then do the program advance. Have that as the backup. Oh, this is going to do some serious damage. Big time damage. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he was so close. I missed him, but that's fine. That did 600 damage. Counter hit. Oh. Technically, that would have done 1,200 damage if that would have landed. If all those hits landed. So, but still, the fact that I got that counter hit off. Well, technically, I can do a run back. Let's use the locate enemy. I can at least run back 6 more times if I want, but I'm not going to run back 6 times. And, of course, that's... Sure. I do lock enemy, and what do I get? Standard enemies. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to do cool stuff with a 3D avatar and stuff like that, but I want to make sure that the avatar looks as close as it can be to what I've already created off Second Life, obviously. So it's just one of these, like, okay, will it work? Will it won't? It will, it won't. I won't know until I try. Really, another voodoo doll? Okay. This is not what I like to call a good setup. Counter hit! Okay, I gotta be quick on the draw with this. Where am I at? I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'll have to probably wait until they're done moving before I attempt. Or if I get lucky. I want to risk that, because if I get, well, base will take care of them no matter what. They're still on that that side of the field. We's gonna risk it. Got him. Like, base was just right there. So since base was there, I had a good chance. I was like, okay, this might work. We'll make it land, we'll make it count. Okay, here he is again. Ooh. Dude, 2 voodoo dolls out the gate. Dude, you have got to be kidding me. I got darkness out of the gate. But I'm not going to use it just yet, because I want to get the perfect setup. So I'm going to wait for the right chips to come through. I just need a grass seed. If I get a grass seed, I'll be golden. Ouch! Okay, okay, he's ticked me off way too much now. Okay, I got the grass seed. Can this work? Oof! Holy crap! That did some serious damage. Okay, I just gotta recover a little bit. Oh, shoot, missed. Okay, just getting a bunch of assist chips. Okay, if I can do this just right. So I'm in anger state, so I'll do double damage on my next attack. Oh! Dang it! Missed the timing. Oof! Whoa, that was a little close. Just a little close. Okay, I got 2 sub-chips left. I lost 2 sub-chips left. That's not exactly like I said. Oh, boy. Hey, if I can get a good record off of him, I'll be golden. And plus, this does give me good practice. Really? I hate that stupid electrical attack of his. Okay, I gotta wait for an area steal to pop up. Give me an area steal. Oh boy, that's gonna smart. Well, not much else I can do for the time being, so... Ooh, okay. I'll take base. Actually, wait a second. Oh, wait, no. That should kill him. That should kill him. Yes! Barely. Just barely. Thank you, Anger. Anger State helped me out greatly. Alright. Might be able to do one more run back. Might be able to do one more run back. Dang it. That's just my luck. And of course, I gotta deal with armadillos. Counter hit! Ooh, that's nice. The element sword will get him. Thank you. shell L. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, can I get lucky? Oh, no problem, buddy. Take your time, take your time. I'm not going anywhere. Dang. Ah, that stupid electrical attack of his. That thing gets me every single time. Come on, base. Dang it. Come on, I just need the base chip. That's all I need. Base, come on, buddy. Come on out. Dang. Okay, I'll just keep recovering. Thankfully, the circle gun charge shot helps. Come on, base. Come on, base buddy. Come on. Dang, come on, man. Base is just hiding. Alright, I'll just take up all your area. Ouch, shoot. Come on. Really? Ooh, counter hit. Come on, base. Come on out, buddy. Please. Please, for me. Thank you. Okay, I have your grass seed. I gotta jump back one. Yep, I just gotta jump back one. I gotta jump back one. Come on, baby. Come on. Ooh! Ugh, it's just getting the timing down. Just getting the timing down. My gosh, what a play. Alright, this is the last run. This is the last run. I'm surprised he popped up as many times as he did. The enemy lock thing is still in effect. That's crazy. Okay, actually I want to do that first. Okay, good setup. That's a good start. Ah, just missed him. Alright, push his butt. Alrighty. He can't go nowheres. He can't go anywhere. Dude, enemy lock is still on. Oh, man. Ooh, a white dragon. Ooh, okay. I've not seen one of these. Oh, any way to get rid of the, holy panels? Oh, missed him. Dang it. Just missed him. Oh, I just missed you. Dang it. Okay. Boom. That's right, I forgot, because the dragons, they go in an arc, so you have the longest attack time when they do the swooping animation. So when they're swooping down on the bottom row, that's the perfect time to attack. You won't get a counter hit, but you will get them when they're vulnerable. Okay, let me have all these heat dragons. Okay, we got a good setup here. Boom. And boom. Again, the elemental swords are so good. The machine swords. Or the elemental swords. Oh, they're so good. I mean, the fact that you can just pull this off. Alright, wait for him. Do I have an AoE? Can I get an AoE? Yes! Okay, can I get him on the first draw? First draw, first draw, yes! Because I believe that comes out... If it doesn't come out on the first frame, it comes out on the second frame. Base. I mean base. Base might come out on the... If it's not the first frame, it's definitely the second frame. I cannot believe how long enemy lock has been on, or lock enemy. It's never been on this long. Okay, wait for it. Ooh, okay. Can we get base? Can we get base? Dang. Oh. Gotta work with what I got. Dang it, I forgot. You can only have one item on the field like that. That sucks. Oh well. Come on, give me base, baby. Bang. Good timing. Come on, base. Come on, buddy. Dang! Why, base? Why aren't you coming out for the kid? Oh, he got lucky. Dude, 3 tornadoes. Come on. Ah, you've got to be kidding me. Counter hit! Ooh, big damage. Yep, can we get lucky? Can we get lucky? Yeah, gots to be kidding me. Still no lucky, but I can do a setup here. I can do this setup. So... Another black bomb and a fire sword. But actually, let's steal the area first. Black bomb, then fire sword. Yep, he's stunned. Boom! There we go. That's the combination I'm looking for. We got some, so you can't do nothing once you stop splashing. Gotcha! Dude, was that a no... Dude, he did no damage to me. That was a no damage clear. That was a no damage clear. Don't daggone it. I'm gonna keep rolling those bones tonight. I'm gonna keep rolling them. No. Dang it. Ouch! Ow. Come on, hit it. Hit it! Oh, jeez, this stupid machine. I cannot stand machine sword viruses sometimes. They just are so much of a pain in the butt. Well, not much else I could do, but I can do charge. I can do the charge slash attack. Create a fire sonic boom with a slash cross. There we go. The fact that you can do a sonic boom with slash cross, that's really good. Oh crap. Well, there goes all my mini energies. Okay, well, that's all I can do. Finally, it expired. Wow, I've never seen lock enemy last that long. That's crazy. Ouch. Ow. Oh, come on, man, dang it. Oh, these, I can't stand these stupid things. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not gonna take any. Alright, no more chances. Well, at least I did pretty well. I did pretty decent. I didn't die. That's the that's the positive thing here. But hey, I did get a good bunch of battle chips with the count. But what's my current record with 21.58 seconds. Ugh. That's gonna be a hard record to beat. Okay, before I do anything else, I need to go get all my sub chips back. I think the guy in Greentown has the full energies, I think. Oh, welcome back. Sorry. I was super distracted. Oh shoot, nope. Maybe the guy in... Half the time I can't remember what, Ugh. What shops do what? Okay, let me see here. Alright, shop locations. Oh, I just passed him. My bad. Well, you can only have the maximum of 8 sub-chips. Alright, I hate beating up these these weaker viruses, but oh well. Triple delete? Wow, are you kidding me? That actually gets a triple deletion? I had no idea that the actual heat dragon is possible. It's strong enough and fast enough to actually get a triple deletion. That's pretty rare. That is very, very, very rare, but okay. Alright, well, I would say my task is completed. Let me just get back to Skytown, so that way I'm ready for the next thing, because I gotta find, there's a couple other chips I wanted to find. Because right now, my current deck right now, the Fanfire folder is doing very well, so... oh yeah, I actually got it to myself. Man, I haven't touched my Wii U in like forever, if I'm being honest. Let's see, all of these are really good chips. They are incredibly good. They're very much the synergy in this deck is just unbelievable. The fact that the F chips, the J chips, and the T chips work so well. And again, having so many different chips that just work well with one another. I mean, look, grass, any kind of grass seed, or any kind of chips that create grass panels, and then you attack them with any type of a fire attack, does double damage no matter what your element is. And if you are a grass, if you're a grass type standing on a grass panel, it does +3 damage. So that is that's some incredibleness right there. But then also, like, so I keep thinking I could do better with the customizer, but I'm not sure if I can do anything else with it. Because all of my stuff's all on the... Let me see here. Yeah, all the stuff is taken up on the command line, so I can't do anything else. There's just not much else I can do. Because really where it comes into play will be my patch cards. Because the patch cards definitely are helping me out with a lot of situations. So the molecule chip that decreases my attack power, but I get that bubble wrap ability, so that does help me. Wood body, the wood, the wood note virus that gives me plus 90 on HP. That gives me that the wood body, so I can actually stand on grass panels and recover health slowly, but that's a good thing. Grass buster, so if I shoot any enemies, I have a chance of setting a grass panel, which I keep forgetting about that. I barely use my buster for standard attacks. It's either for a charge shot or it's basically for charge shots. I don't really use the pea shooter really often, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, if I just shoot, I can create grass panels without even using the grass seed. And repair the damaged status bugs, okay, which I don't really need. And then of course I'm rocking. There's the honey bomber. I keep forgetting I have honey bomber because if I hit back and B at the same time, but I got to do it within 5 frames of the button press. That'll give me risky honey. So basically, it'll shoot out the bees. It shoots out a beehive, and you hit the beehive, it'll send bees to attack, so that's what that does. But you can't use it with the fire attack. If it's a fire attack, it will not work. Negative 10% health, which but here's my saving grace, Search Man. The fact that I've got Circle Gun for a charge shot, and it gives me Search Shuffle, so that means I can shuffle my hand once per turn. So that's the goat. This is the goat chip right here. Now, of course, the only thing that sucks, it does disable air shoes, but if you play your cards right, you can negate that with the honey bomber battle chip, I believe. Yep. So if you throw down Search Man first and then throw down honey bomber, that will reignite air shoes. So like right now, this is like the perfect patch card setup that I've got going on right now. So yes, I gave up my attack. I gave up 1 point of damage for that. But the great thing about this is, since that falls into multiples of 4, if I use a race band or a race cross, and any null element chip that I attack with, it'll either cause a HP bug in bosses, or it'll instantly delete any virus as long as there's a 4 in any digits place. So that's what's really interesting about a race cross. It's the fact that you can instantly delete almost any virus, essentially. The only thing it doesn't do is bosses. You can't. It just gives you an HP bug to the bosses. Oh man, I'm sorry, cool cats. Try not to yawn into the into the mic. But jeez, again, it's just this is what I love about Battle Network. There's just so much you can do. You've got literally endless strategies, and the fact that you can do this with at least 3 of the 4 or let's say 3 of the, well, no, technically 4. So you can do 4 good like strategies between 4 different games. The first two Mega Mans didn't give you the customizer abilities. That came in Battle Network 3, where you can go to the customizer and customize up Mega Man any way you like, as long as you put, you know, obviously the squares in the right panels and stuff like that in the customizer. But this didn't appear until Battle Network 3, which is now a staple of this whole series, thankfully. So you have the customizer on top of all your basic chips, but then the kicker is the fact that we now have access to all the patch cards. The patch card system was not released in the US, sadly, because that was exclusively because you needed to get something called a e-reader. The e-reader allowed you to basically import those patch cards. So all these patch cards here, that was something exclusive to Japan, because over here in the States, the e-reader attachment did not do well, so they basically just canceled it, sadly. But then that meant we didn't have access to the patch card system, which would have been great, because then you can customize Mega Man almost up any way almost you like it, which was like really cool. It was a mind-blowing thing. But sadly, we didn't get it here in the States because, you know, with the e-reader, and the thing about the e-reader is, which I know the reason why it really failed was because you needed at least two Game Boy Advances in order to actually use the e-reader. The e-reader only allowed you to put like data and play certain games with just the e-reader card, but for it to be very effective, you actually needed two Game Boys. But luckily for me, I had the pleasure of actually getting the Game Boy Advance player for the GameCube, so I actually could, which I did, when the Super Mario Bros. 3 game came out for the Game Boy Advance, and you got the e-reader cards and you got the e-reader. I basically attached the e-reader to the to my regular Game Boy, and then put in Super Mario Advance 4, which was Super Mario Bros. 3, in the Game Boy Advance player on the GameCube, and managed to actually import those extra levels and even special cards to give you special abilities. Like you could pull up vegetables in certain places. You even got access to the cape that you could only get in Super Mario World. So, but the e-reader was just an amazing little device, and the fact that you could actually customize Mega Man with that, provided as long as you had the correct cards and stuff like that. And the fact that they came out with not just one series, but they came out with 3 series, one for every game for Battle Network 4, 5, and 6. So, which is just, it's crazy in and of itself. So, I'm very shocked at what we missed out on, but now that we have, and we can use these cards, and guess what? All these cards are, in certain tournaments, tournament legal. So, if you're playing, I forget if it's freestyle, where you could actually use patch cards for your setup. Now, there's sometimes you can't use patch cards, obviously, for official tournaments, I believe. There were certain cards that did get banned in certain tournaments, like, which card was banned? There was a card that got banned, and I cannot remember which card that was. Let's go find out which card was that got banned. So I found it very interesting how they, over in Japan, they had patch cards, and patch cards were illegal. And then the crazy thing too, check this out, probably the nuttiest thing, is that the distribution cards, these you could only get in Japan only. So the Double Beast card, which is used by it's a W, it's a W code, but it lets you use both beasts at the same time with this crazy chip. Does serious damage. And then you've got the Greygard chip and the Thalsar chip. And that meant that with these particular chips, you can only use those for its, version of the game. So since I'm rocking Greygard, I can't use the Thalsar card or chip. It can only be used in the Greygard. Thalsar can only be used in Thalsar. Greygard can only be used in Greygard. And before I get ahead of myself. But again, I was trying to find out what it was about the is it under version differences? And what was different about also the US version of Battle Network 6 is you can't access the Immortal area or the Graveyard, the Undernet 3, I believe it is. So that was not available. Those two were missing. And I believe it was because it was linked with the, because Konami did that crossover with the Count. The Count never appeared in the US version, so with this new release or re-release, this is basically the Japanese version we're playing that's got all the translations and stuff. But again, I was trying to find out what card was, you know, not... Alright, Network Battlefields. Nope. Those are the... Those are the types of battles you might come across when you're doing an actual online net battle. Okay. Oh, official rules. Here we go. So, the Net Survival Battle 2006 King of Net Battler Championship Tournament. So, there's 4 classes: Junior, Senior, Masters, and Gate. So, Junior, Senior class. So, okay, so... so, Junior, 1st to 4th grade elementary. So, obviously by grades. So, 5th grade elementary, junior, 3rd grade junior high. Only Mega Man can enter Masters class. Forbidden to enter... patched Mega Man. So you couldn't use patched Mega Man for these. Forbidden to use Crea. Oh, so you couldn't use the base cross version of Mega Man for this. Huh. I'm actually using a capture card. I was using the Elgato until the Elgato started giving me issues, but I traded it. Well, I didn't trade it, but I got a brand new capture card called a Diamond Tiger, and it works phenomenal. Like, it's cheaper than Elgato, and it works so good. Like, it's something that I wasn't expecting to work so well, but it works really good. To be frank, it took me a while to get everything set up, but I'll explain how I got everything set up in a little bit. And then, oh, so we have the Masters class. These are the rules only for Master class. No age limit. Only Mega Man can enter Master class. Forbidden to use Mega Man or Link Navis from Navi data chip with the Beast Link. So there was another thing, the Beast Link, which actually gave even more customizations and stuff like that. Patched Mega Man with patch cards through card e-reader can enter. So you can't use patch card Mega Man. You can use base cross Mega Man from the theater and the DVD bonus. Forbidden use patch card part 1 8 Shadow, and patch card part 2 12. Ooh, so which ones was that? Oh, okay, so the power... Oh, so it was the invisible glitch, that's why. So this glitch applies to patch cards that give B button power attack invisible, so Shadow and Momogra. When you use an attack, even with abilities such as a shield, its attack parameters will be cleared before writing the time period of the invisible power attack. So the invisible duration will be partly inherited. How long it lasts depends on the last attack. So Rolling Log series and Wide Burn Program Advanced series provide an incredibly long invisible period. Oh, so you could abuse that and extend the invisibility time. But that was a glitch. It wasn't part of the game. So that's why it was banned. Or those two patch cards were banned. And then the Gate class. So students from first element to 3rd year junior high can only enter a Link Navi through Tara's Beast Gate. Proto Man can be entered as a Navi data chip, but needs to be self-brought. There is no rental. Forbidden to enter with Navi chip, data, Mega Man, Dark Mega Man, Kernel, or Base. Okay. Forbidden to enter the tournament with Link Navi data using a machine other than Link PET, EX, and Battle Chip Stadium. Oh, that's right. Also, the Battle Chip Stadium game, where you could actually... Battle Chip Stadium was pretty much like the equivalent of Pokemon Stadium. So you literally could take your battle chips and put them into this arcade machine and basically play the game basically through the arcade machine, which was very interesting, but obviously was only in Japan only. And joint roles. Event distribution chips can be used. Forbidden to battle with base link gate attached. Any number of program advances can be used. Please do battles in single/practice. Okay. Forbidden to pause, soft reset, or disconnect the data cable before the results screen is displayed. So no rage quitting. Forbidden to enter a tournament with the Nintendo DS, DS Lite, or Game Boy Micro. What? You couldn't use a Game Boy Micro? That sucks. Forbidden to battle using a wireless adapter. Okay, that I understand because of connection issues. If there is a chip, program, or link Navi status obtained through illegal data modification, there will be a complete disqualification even if they're not used. Forbidden to enter a tournament with software that uses a machine other than the Card e-Reader Plus and the Beast Link gate. Winners of Masters cannot enter Gate Class. Winners of Gate Class can enter Masters, but if they win, they cannot proceed to the finals. Okay. Interesting. And then Operating Shooting Star, which we never got. That's another game that was still stuck over in Japan. So there's the Junior Class, Senior Class. Any character can be chosen. Mega Man.exe or Mega Man Star Force, so you can use either or, which is interesting. Event distribution chips, base and road can be used. Forbidden to use, so you can't use pop-up, drop-down, or iron body battle chips. That sucks. Program advances can be used any number of times. In the qualifying round, if 15 turns has passed and final match is reached, both players will receive a draw. Immediately end the battle, turn the power off, and find another opponent. For battles using... Okay, so you use net battle practice. The battles will be done using a special communication cable prepared by tournament organizers. Interesting. I didn't know they even created a special communication cable. That's very interesting. Players will use their own DS, but only Nintendo DS and DS Lite can be used. Before battle, turn off the DS power, follow the judge's instructions, make sure the communication cable is firmly set into the advanced slot, then turn on the power. When the battle is over, make sure to save, turn off the power switch, unplug the communication cable, and prepare to move. After the battle, it is prohibited to disconnect the communication cable before the results screen is shown. If there is a chip obtained through illegal data modification, there will be complete Okay, so complete DQ, even if they're not used, okay. That's interesting. So you've got two different formats. Each player will receive tickets. For 30 minutes, players will battle each other in single battles. The losing player must give up their tickets to the winning player. Players move on to the next opponent and keep battling until they run out of tickets. Players with 0 tickets will be ejected from the qualifying area. Once time is up, the players with the most tickets will move on to the final top cuts. Or top cut finals, which will be decided in triple battles. And then, oh yeah, the Comic-Con International 2006. So Mega Man Battle Network 6 was played at Comic-Con International 2006. Here are the rules for the San Diego Convention's tournament. Net battlers will receive 3 Mega Man tokens to begin with and can acquire more by defeating their opponents. Up to 32 players will be divided into groups of 6 and will play through 2 30-minute rounds. At the end of each round, players with the most tokens will continue. The top 2 competitors will receive grand prizes. All players must bring their own hardware and copy of the game. Capcom will provide Game Boy Advance link cables for the competition. Acceptable hardware include Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance SP. However, Nintendo DS, DS Lite, and Game Boy Micro systems will not be allowed. In addition, wireless adapters, e-readers, or cheats will not be able to be used. So you cannot use patch cards during the Comic-Con version. Interesting. I mean, for obvious reasons, because it's the USA version, so... So that's very interesting how the tournaments ran for the games. I find that very, 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 very interesting. But that gives you, at least a little bit of background in terms of what you can do and what the tournaments were all about. But now the fact that we have the collection now that we can play online anytime we want, that's very interesting, And I do find it, I guess it's more like of a, let's say, a coincidence that with the release of the game, they've actually been doing EVO tournaments now. Now, I'd like to know what the EVO tournament rules are, because can you use patch cards during the EVO tournament, That would be something I'd like to see. But at least it kind of gives you something to kind of think about, honestly. I mean, obviously, some things, it's like, I would like to try a tournament, but the question is, what are the rules? Because obviously, I'm rocking a patch version of Mega Man, obviously with the patch cards here. So that means I would have to ultimately, have to turn off my patch cards, which, it's like, but I got a good setup here. I got a great setup, but if I had to get rid of it, I'm sure I could still rock the folder that I've got. The only difference is I just would have to do something with the air shoes. I would need at least air shoes and something else, which means I might have to give up the Custom 2 and the Customizer. So I would have to give up Custom 2 probably, and then add air shoes. Which I do have air shoes now, so so technically I already have air shoes, so I'm good. So that would be like the only thing. But the fact that I do have Bug Stop, I've got Charge Max, Speed Max, Attack Max, Super Armor, plus 50 HP, Undershot, and Custom Tube, so yeah, it'll be something. Yeah, no, no, I mean, hey, look, if I could go to Evo and play, God knows I would do that. I would totally try. But again, it's very interesting to find out, you know, these different rules and stuff like that. That way you can kind of work with, you know, what you have. Because obviously, now they're not going to play any other Battle Network games. This is exclusively for 6, you know, because 6 is the most balanced. Because technically, like, if you were to get hit, again, like I was saying before, if you're a grass type and you stand on a grass panel, all the other versions would do 4 times damage. But Battle Network 6, it would only do 3 times damage. And that's balancing. Also, the health recovery while standing on a grass panel is slower when your health, I believe, is lower than half. So that way, because back in the day, let me tell you something. Back in the day, back when I played Battle Network 3, I played Battle Network 3 like nobody's business. And when you had grass, you know, grass body on or wood body on, you could stand on grass panels and it would heal you. In fact, you would get healed so fast that if you had Undershot on, because Undershot allows you to tank any hit higher than the amount, like say for instance, if you have 50 HP and you get hit with 100 HP shot, well, basically it would just drop your HP down to 1 instead of just straight up killing you. But if you're standing on the grass panel, you're getting your health back, and with Undershot on, it's nearly impossible to kill somebody with that combination. So that's why they had to balance it out in further games. So, but I did it one time. My one friend was rocking that whole entire thing. But see, I did so much damage, I was going to win. But I was like, I'm not going to win on a technicality, because we went all the way up to the 15 turns, because in net battles, you only have 15 turns. After 15 turns, what happens is you're actually judged by how much damage you did to your opponent. So it doesn't matter, like, and that's because of fairness, because you could be having much more health than your opponents. So obviously, if I'm rocking like a 800 HP Mega Man and my friend has a 1200 HP Mega Man, you know, I'm already outgunned. So if we make it all the way to the last turn, which is turn 15, at the end of the 15th turn, it actually will place judgment based upon how much damage you did. So if you do more damage than your opponent, it doesn't matter how much life they have, you win if you do more damage to your opponent within the 15 turns, or after, once turn 15 has ended, because the game completely ends after turn 15. And what makes it interesting during net battles is actually, as time progresses on, you know how you hit the L or R button to end the turn? Well, the turn ends automatically during net battles to make it fair, so that way you're not just sitting there holding on to your, you know, turn, basically to end it and stuff. So to make it fair, turns automatically end as soon as the custom gauge fills. So it's very interesting how they have it set up. So, but but the one time I managed, I don't even know how I did it, but I managed to somehow kill my friend right on turn 15, because I had the Bodyguard program advanced, and with Bodyguard, it sends out shurikens. It sends out 10 shurikens at 100 damage apiece. And see, at 100 damage, you're standing on grass panels, and you have undershirt on. He was tanking those things. I couldn't kill him. I was gonna win by a technicality because I did more damage than he did, obviously. But I'm like, I'm not letting you win on a technicality. And if I'm not mistaken, I had Heat Gut style on, and when you have Heat Gut style, you have the rapid fire machine gun buster. So if you're rapidly hitting the B button, you'll go into machine gun buster mode for a couple shots. So he's getting hit with the shurikens, and he did not have, I don't think he had super armor on. So he didn't have super armor on, and I'm just unloading on him. He was stuck, he couldn't do anything, and I would say like right at the 3 count, right before the turn ended, I somehow deleted him. Oh, he was so pissed off with me. To this day, he's still angry with me about that. I'm like, dude, we did that back in high school. But that was one of my greater Battle Network victories, honestly. That was so much fun, though, because everybody back in the day was playing Pokemon, obviously. Pokemon was big in the school that I went to, but I played Battle Network. I played something different, and I think that's because a lot of people got tired of Pokemon, and certain people started jumping on the Battle Network bandwagon because of me, because I played Battle Network. So, and I kind of got people, into Battle Network back in school and stuff, and I found it very interesting how people really liked Battle Network. And I still think, no offense to those who are, into Pokemon and stuff like that, but when it comes to competitive, like actual competitive gaming back then, I would definitely say Battle Network just has more strategy. It's real time. I never thought you combine Mega Man with an RPG aspect combined with a card collecting aspect combined with real time strategy. That is a heck of a combination. But yeah, that was. I wish I could have recorded that. That would have been such a flex. But that was fun back in the day, being able to just, and that my one friend now, like later on, more friends got on the bandwagon with me, and it was good to be able to fight with others and, come up with different strategies and stuff like that. But of course, after the series ended with 6, here it is. It was stuck literally in limbo for, we're talking, closer to 2 decades. And the fact that it finally got re-released with all the games, all the mainline games, because it's still missing Battle Chip Challenge, and it's still missing, what was that other one? Network Transmission, Network Transmission was kind of based more on classic Mega Man. So you had the aesthetics of Battle Network. You could use battle chips and stuff, but you played it like traditional classic Mega Man. It was different. It was interesting. It was a cool concept, but it didn't land the way I liked it to, because, you're sitting with the full custom gauge for your entire run. So it's like, what's the point of the custom gauge? So like by the time the custom gauge is full, you're still rocking your buster essentially. So, but it was like the battle chips was more. They were more like assists. They didn't really do much to influence the game in terms of like progression. It helped, but they weren't necessary, because your buster, if you could get your buster all the way up to the max level once you found all the power-ups and stuff like that, you didn't really need the battle chips. Battle chips helped in certain situations, but they weren't a necessary need in order to actually complete the game, which, again, it was really one of those, you could take it or leave it sort of situations. And then, of course, Battle Chip Challenge, which I wouldn't recommend to anybody, because it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but worse. Like, you have to keep track of your chip's damage, your chip's life, because each chip has a life gauge. So, and the game is completely randomized. You would set up your deck, but your deck goes in like a tree pattern. So you could set your deck up perfectly, but the game randomizes like what tree path it goes down to basically set up the thing. So it was just, it was really weird. It was a very, very, very weird game. I mean, it was interesting, but I think they were trying to do something with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's, that was their competition. Capcom was trying to take on everybody back in the day. Between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, that's what they were trying to do. But it was such a weird game. It was interesting, but you'd actually have to... It took more time to learn that game than the other Battle Networks combined, if I'm being honest, because it was completely different. It threw out your traditional Battle Network strategy. It was all about turn-based. It was no longer real-time. So it was very, very, very interesting. I'll put it to you that way. So, yeah. Definitely interesting, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why they didn't put it in the collection, because... who's going to play that when you can play the original Battle Network games? I did play, you know what, let's switch over for a little bit. So now I'm like, oh no, I now feel like talking a little bit, because why the heck not? All right. There we go. So, yeah, I could, at least, do some more animations and stuff like that with you cool cats. But back in the day, I actually did play Pokemon with friends. In fact, the one Pokemon game I still say to this day, now, please take this with a grain of salt. I do not mean to offend anybody when I say this. I don't mean to make anybody angry when I say this. But I really, truly believe the best Pokemon game, in my honest opinion, was the original Pokemon Gold. And the reason why I say that is because the fact that you can go both to Johto and Kanto in the same game. It was basically, once you beat the Johto region, you got rewarded and got to go back and play through the Kanto region, which meant you could get all of the Pokemon between those two versions of the original games. So from Red and Blue, you got the Pokemon from Gold and Silver as well. And I guess if you want to be technical about it, probably Crystal would be the cream of the crop, because Crystal basically combined more things with those two different versions and stuff. I remember distinctively, I'm not sure if you cool cats, I know I've talked about it before, but I'm sure one of my favorite, and I mean my favorite all-time strategy guide companies was called Versus Books. They made such intricate, and when I mean intricate, I'm not kidding. They put so much time and effort into the strategy guides. I still have the Sonic collection ones, so I've got like the Sonic Adventure ones, the Sonic Advance one, definitely the Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Crystal ones. I don't know what I did with the Pokemon Gold one, Pokemon Gold and Silver, but just the amount of stuff. Let me if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I'm telling you, the Versus books were so good. I truly miss the days of game strategy guides where you bought the game book physically bought the game book, and you actually went and pulled up what page that you needed to find the information out. Let's see. Because talking about it's not going to do it justice. Like, you would literally have to look at these things. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, just trying to pull that up. Come on. There we go. That's understandable. I mean, I get it too. Like all the other, good Pokemon didn't come until later, but it was the fact that you could still get them, though. Sure, you had to get the post game, but at least you had something to look forward to in post game, So, and that's what probably it's like one of those like forced replay value things, But yeah, this was the original book I got, and the actual book was actually had like this shimmer effect on it. Which was it this one? Okay, so there was the perfect guide. Oh wait, there was the perfect guide and there was the adventure guide. I want to say, was it the adventure guide? I think that's what I would have got because it had a little shimmer effect on it. So I want to say it was either that one or it was. I can't remember which one it was. Oh man, and I think I gave that to my cousin. I think. But I did get the Pokemon, but I do have this one now. I know I have the crystal version, but that doesn't have that shimmering effect on it and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, again, that's just my opinion. I truly liked Gen 2. That's what I like. Now again, that shows you just how I'm out of Pokemon, honestly. Like, don't ask me to play any Pokemon battles with anybody, because the last Pokemon game I actually tried to play and try to get into was Pokemon X and Y, and I just couldn't do it. And I really truly believe that Battle Network spoiled me at that point. But again, I'm not the world's biggest Pokemon fan. Like I was back in the day, I really was, because I collected everything. I did everything Pokemon related. I collected the DVDs, the VHS tapes. I collected the cards. Went to the Pokemon League. Like there was actually a Pokemon League in town that I went to actually win special like pre-production cards and stuff. I was so into Pokemon. I actually had a vest like Ash's, got the hat. And I was doing like literal Pokemon card games with people. I played the crap out of the Pokemon card trading game on the Game Boy. Played the mess out of that. So, but after Gold, I just kind of dropped out of Pokemon, And again, it's just no offense to anybody or anything of that nature. It just didn't interest me the way it used to, And I really think Battle Network did that to me, Because Battle Network, it makes you, like, you literally saw me, doing all these strategies tonight. The amount of depth to Battle Network is crazy. And, like, I didn't get that same type of, like, strategy depthness when I played Pokemon. And that's because, you're playing real time. You're thinking while you're moving, you're doing all this stuff instead of just going through a menu and selecting attacks and stuff and whatnot. But that's just me. I mean, again, Pokemon is massive, it's big, it's obviously people will continue to keep playing Pokemon and stuff like that, but it's just Pokemon is not my thing anymore. Now, I will say this much. There are some amazing, designs with Pokemons and with Pokemon characters, the different designs and stuff. Oh, incredible. I love the fact of all the crazy fan art that I've seen over the years and things of that nature, and it's really, really cool. So that much I love. I love the aesthetic of Pokemon, but as far as the gameplay goes, I'm just not there like the way I was back in the 90s, But again, I mean, I can say I was part of the Pokemon hype back then. I really was. I was part of collecting the characters. I mean, I actually, somewhere in the house, I don't know where that thing is, but I actually have the gold Jigglypuff statue that you could only get at Burger King. I still got that someplace in the house. I just don't know where I put that thing at. So, like, I got a lot of, like, the original Pokemon first, like, base deck cards and stuff. I got a ton of this stuff still. I even still have... For those who remember, you guys remember the old Tiger electronic things and stuff like that? I actually got that Pokedex, the electronic Pokedex, that actually allows you to go in and actually look at the original 150 Pokemon on this little Tiger electronic, LCD thing. I don't even think it was a game. It was just like, it was basically like a PDA before PDAs were a thing. Well, even before cell phones were a thing. So yeah. And yeah, I mean, again, Pokemon, you know, there's a fond place in Pokemon in my heart. You know, I'm not gonna ever like not like Pokemon, but games, futuristic games like, you know, Mega Man Battle Network definitely spoiled it for me. You know, and that's the thing with me versus Pokemon and such like that. And again, you know, nothing wrong with Pokemon. I have no ill will against Pokemon or anything like that. It's just I found my calling with Battle Network than I did with Pokemon. You know, again, back in the day, I was still growing. I was still trying to find myself. Like, and I still, to this very day, I still find myself very, very, very odd. Like when I do like anything as far as like research and stuff like that, I'm always doing things that I don't follow the crowd about. You know, I don't do any crazy, you know, I don't follow like the mainstream stuff. I'm not into mainstream stuff hardly anymore. I used to be, but I'm not anymore, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because I see the mainstream stuff constantly, and I kind of like, okay, that's driving me nuts. I'm kind of getting tired of the mainstream stuff, and I think that's why I drop out of, like, you know, things. Like, people could have conversations about this one thing and it's going on constantly, but I kind of get I kind of get like, okay, I've heard this about 8 million different times from 8 million different sources, you know? But, yeah. And that's probably the problem, honestly. I didn't have, like, a lot of friends. Like, I had friends, but not a lot of friends to the point of where we're just talking Pokemon all the time. We used to do that, but then as we kind of got older, we started spreading away from each other. You know, everybody was doing their own different things and whatnot. I didn't have that same... I didn't get that same type of feeling the way I did with Battle Network, you know? Because even with Battle Network, yeah, I didn't have, like, truly, that was total minority game because nobody knew what Battle Network was. I introduced a lot of people to Battle Network back when I was in school. But I didn't get that same type of friendship feeling the way I have it now. You know, back in the day, I was a loner. I didn't do much with other people and stuff. And Battle Network allowed me to actually do strategizing and stuff like that on my own. It wasn't until I actually got with other friends that they understood, hey, you play Battle Network, you play these awesome games that we never heard of, so we're going to get on something that you like. And I found that really cool. But back in the day, I wasn't massive into, you know, multiplayer gaming because I didn't have a lot of friends back then, you know. Let me listen. I was so like when I tried to get back into doing like when I started doing the battle or the Pokemon cards and stuff like that, I thought when you used energy cards, I thought you had to discard them after every turn. Turns out, unless it says on the card to discard energy cards, that's how, until I literally like went to a my first ever like get together with the Pokemon League and stuff like that with those cards, until I was actually taught how to play with Pokemon cards. And after that, like, okay, I picked it up, and I actually like, to be frank about it, I actually like playing the Pokemon card game better than I actually like playing the original game. So, and I think it was because, you know, I found something that I'm actually getting along with other players and stuff like that. So, but that was me. That was me, and I'm different. I'm so dang different, you know. So yeah. And oh yes, this is very true. Back in the day, you know, popularity was more localized. While now, look, the fact that we have cell phones, we can access anything in any part of the world at any time we want. Friends, we can meet new friends, we can see old friends, we can talk to friends anytime, anywhere in the world. Look, I've got a smartwatch. I could literally hook up my smartwatch to Discord and chat on Discord through my smartwatch. That's how crazy technology has become. And the fact that we can do this at any time. I mean, look, years ago, this wasn't even a thing. Wasn't doing what I'm doing right now wasn't even a thought in my mind. And now here it is. I'm live streaming, playing video games in front of people. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, and I don't care because I'm having fun. This is what I really truly would love to do when I was growing up. Would have loved to do this, but obviously back then the technology wasn't there. The skills, the abilities, all this stuff was not there. But here it is. Many years later, I can do this now. And I am so thankful for that, you know. I'm thankful for all you cool cats. You know, here it is. I'm just sitting here talking while my character flexes in front of the screen for you. And doing all this. And shoo, yeah. But, yeah, flip phones, there are still dumb phones around here. Dumb phones are still viable. They're still things because not everybody is into smartphones and stuff like that. You know, my first technically my actual first cell phone was a track phone, one of those prepaid miniature track phones. That was my first cell phone. And I ran out of minutes because I was texting my one friend too much. Because back then, there were those things where, yeah, you had limited amount of text messages and stuff like that. So, yeah. But my first smartphone actually was not a Samsung phone. My very first smartphone was something called a MyTouch 3G Slide from T-Mobile. It was an HTC phone. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever because my one friend, I was so jealous of actually, no, I'm not even gonna front. It was Sam. I was so jealous of Sam because she got the first ever Motorola Droid, the very first like good Android smartphone back then. I had dreamt of owning that thing one day. And like here it is, like 2 years later, I managed to get an awesome cell phone with a slide-out keyboard. Looked really good. Could take pictures, could do all the cool stuff. But this was back when, you know, Android was still in its infancy, because I think it was only on 2, it was either 2 or 3.0, I think, back then. But it was the fact that I could go to the Play Store. I could go to the Play Store and download emulators, because I loved emulators, and I still do, obviously. But you could actually go to the Play Store and download, you know, emulators if you knew, and the fact that you could still go on the internet through the smartphone and download ROMs. When I bought that thing, because I used to work at Radio Shack, and that's where I bought it from. I bought it because I got the employee discount and the employee monthly discount for my phone service when I worked at Radio Shack. So the first thing I do, because I was waiting for my mom to pick me up from work, I go onto the Play Store, you know, set up my Google account and stuff like that. Still to this very day, still have the same email address, still have all the crazy stuff that I did back in the day. Set up everything, went to the Play Store. First thing I did was download an NES emulator, and I played Duck Hunt. I played Duck Hunt on my smartphone, being able to actually touch the screen and shoot the ducks. I tell you, that night, I don't even know when I went to sleep that night. But I'm like, this is what I've always wanted. This is what I really wanted out of the cell phone. Not to literally use the cell phone as such, a cell phone, but to use it to actually play games on it and stuff. That was amazing. And the fact that it actually had a slide-out keyboard meant I've got my directional keys and everything. I wasn't using the touchscreen, except to shoot the ducks, obviously, but to actually do like the actual inputs and stuff like that using the slide-out keyboard. And that's the thing I miss about cell phones. I miss physical buttons, because back in the day when you learned by muscle memory where to hit the keys at, you didn't have to literally look down at the key, the stupid phone, you know, to see where your thumbs are. You know, you could literally like be talking to somebody, and with muscle memory you could just type in your message and boom, send it without even thinking about it. Nowadays you got to look at your cell phone to type a message. I can't stand it. But anyway, sorry for the rant and stuff like that. But yeah, back then, now on dumb phones you couldn't do it. Now I remember, if you cool cats remember the term PDA, you know, personal digital assistant, if I can talk. So these amazing devices were before cell phones became a thing. There was a Sony device, I think called the Clio, I believe it was, where it also had its own keyboard and stuff, but it didn't even have Bluetooth. It didn't even have Wi-Fi because I don't think Wi-Fi was a thing. The only way to connect your PDA to the internet was to get this cradle connected to your old school PC and dock it to basically transfer files and stuff like that. But it didn't have cell phone capabilities back then. But you could go online and you could download emulators into this thing and play, old school Mario. I don't know if it could play. It might have not had enough power to do it, but I don't think you could have played Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo on it. I don't think. Don't hold that to me. But I know you could have downloaded NES ROMs. In fact, I think I tried to help a car salesman try to download like all these old school games for it and stuff. But yeah, back then you were still emulators were a thing back then. So yeah. Yeah, it was different back then, going back to the old dinosaur days of technology and stuff like that. It really brings me back knowing that, hey, here was all this cool stuff. Here was all these interesting concepts and stuff. And like, here it is now. Like, look, I was freaking out when I wanted to get a daggone TV, a portable TV. Yeah, and this is the thing that you guys are probably gonna laugh about. I wanted a portable TV so bad so that way I could take it with me and plug in my Nintendo into it and play it on the go. That's what I wanted a portable TV for. It wasn't to watch anything over the air. I just wanted to be able to take my game consoles on the road or anywhere I wanted. Like a legitimate Nintendo system, not a Game Boy. I wanted to play like legitimate Mario on this little portable, like 5-inch screen TV that made them only last 2 hours on battery. And I'm like, there's a will, there's a way. But now fast forward 20 freaking years later, we now have literal TVs, literal computers now in our pockets. Readily accessible at any time and cheap. You could still get yourself, like, if you even don't have like I'm still rocking my Note 20 and I still love my Note 20. The only reason I haven't got rid of my Note 20 yet is because it's got the SD card input. I can't stand that all the newer phones don't have SD cards except if you get the budget versions, which is stupid. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are you going to get rid of expandable memory storage in favor of what? Like, what are you replacing? Cloud storage that could fail on you and stuff like that doesn't. Sorry, I'm on a rant here. Hey, sorry, I'm on a rant here. But it's just a fact. It is just a fact that, even older phones, you could still access the same stuff that you can now and things of that nature, But I'm still impressed, like, even after all of these years, we have literal computers in our pockets. We can do anything we want as far as accessing the internet. We have information readily available at literally our fingertips, That's what's crazy about technology, And I mean, everything is now digital, I've told people before, I loved physical copies, but it's like now digital copies have freed up space. I mean, I still like physical copies, do not get me wrong. I like the fact that I have physical copies of games, so that way if the servers go down, I can still access and play my games physically. But it's the fact that a lot of stuff is digital now. We can actually, literally take libraries of not only just our games, but also books, also videos, also pictures, literally on our phones, on Nintendo Switches, all this crazy stuff. And take it, because I was a portable person. I told you Coolcast a long time ago. I wasn't lucky enough to have my own room. I was either sharing a room or I was literally in the living room because we had such a small house back in the day, right? So portability, to be able to play things and watch things portably, that's where my love for portable devices came from. That's why I wanted a portable TV so bad, so that way I could literally play Nintendo just on a 5-inch portable TV back in the day with the old analog antenna on it and stuff, But even now, I still enjoy portability. That's why I'm still rocking laptops. That's why I still love my Switch. cell phone, being able to do anything that I want on my cell phone. Why I have a smartwatch, be able to do stuff on my smartwatch. I love the fact that I can take things with me no matter where I'm at, and I'm not just, ball and chain to my room. I can literally take my work with me wherever I go, And I'm like, yeah, it costs money. Yeah, I can't upgrade the laptop the way I can upgrade a tower PC, but it is just the fact that I can take my stuff anywhere that I like. That's what I love. That's what I love. But yes, as stated, yes, physical copies, super important. I will say this to my dying breath. Physical copies of anything far outweigh any digital copy of anything. Digital copies give us the abilities of taking stuff anywhere that we want. But once that server goes down, we're screwed. This is why the whole push for the stop killing games incentives has started, because people are tired of when a game goes dead, and I'm not talking about online games, I'm not talking about games that are, server bound. I'm talking about games that have these walls behind them with copyrights and stuff like that. That's why it took us freaking forever to get re-releases of Marvel vs. Capcom and the Fighting Collection games. It's because of all the copyright stuff they have to go through to allow them to get their money to basically do what they want to do. It was just one of these things. So I'm still shocked the fact that we finally got a true re-release, getting updates of Marvel vs. Capcom. All the fighting games that we've played way back in the Dreamcast era, it is now at our fingertips, because that's why I bought the Switch. Yes, I do have a PlayStation 5, but it is the simple fact that I can play these games anytime, anywhere that I'd like, and that's why I love the Switch. Yes, the Switch does not have the greatest internet, but it is the fact that whenever I'm alone and I want to play something without having to hook up the TV to the, hook up the game console to the TV, or reach over, grab a controller, turn on the TV, and then grab my game controller and turn on the game console with that, when I can just pull the Switch out and just start playing it. And then when it needs charge, I don't have to put it on its dock. I can just pop it on a regular, USB charger, and then I'm good to go, But I love it. I love it. I love the access. That's what I think really brings me home with technology. I love the fact of how we can access everything. And of course, I love just sitting there just figuring stuff out too. Look, perfect example, which I am not going to tell you all how to do this, but I bought the Retroid Pocket 5, which we're starting to see a lot of retro consoles coming out that have emulator abilities. And the Retroid Pocket 5 kind of is basically I'm not even going to front on it. It's basically a cell phone without it being a cell phone, and basically it's a PS Vita that's rocking Android, that you can literally download basically Android games into this device and such like that, because apparently now all these game companies are getting ticked off with other people buying these things and talking about them on live streams and streams or anything like that, which is stupid. I'm like, dude, it's just, well, firstly, you just have to be very careful, which is why I can't tell you guys where I get the ROMs from. I can't tell you where or how to set up your Retroid Pocket 5. I can't do any of that because of legal reasonings. But it's possible, as they always say, you gotta Google it. It's possible. But I love the fact that I have this Retroid Pocket 5 that I can play games that have not been re-released yet. So yes, being able to sit here and play like Super Spy Hunter, being able to play regular Spy Hunter, being able to play all the Ninja Gaiden games, being able to play Sega Genesis games that I can't find anywhere that's been released, like Art of Fighting. I love Art of Fighting on the Sega Genesis, there's so many different things, so many different games that are available through emulation than physically being able to buy them now and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, seriously, I can't even tell you online how to do this. I wish I could. I really wish I could. But look, the fact that they're coming to people's houses and arresting people just because you're playing with emulators. If you're talking about it, you know, there's a good chance that you could be, you know, in trouble for it and stuff. So yeah. Because anything can be traced back to you. That's the thing. So that's why I don't say anything about anything. Back in the day, now let me be honest with you, this was before, you know, things got crazy the way it was. Yeah, because at the back when websites were aplenty as far as ROMs and stuff like that goes, they would always put in the disclaimer at the very bottom of their website, you must own this game, otherwise you must delete it in 24 hours. If you do not own this physical copy of this game, you have to delete the game in 24 hours. And, you know, obviously nothing happened after 24 hours. So that's why we've been so comfortable with pirating and things of that nature. But now, Nintendo, obviously, they're coming down with the ban hammer with everything. So it's like, okay, you can't do all this crazy stuff now. You can't do all this crazy stuff related to, you know, ROMs, emulators, and all this other stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just sitting here just shooting the breeze, you know, as stated. I got all these cool, you know, animations and stuff like that. So why not talk while I'm showing things off, you know? But yeah, I mean, obviously listen, I still have those emulators, or the games that I had showed you the other day on the Retroid Pocket 5. Those are still the same. I kid you not. I'm not lying when I say this. Some, not all of them, but some of them are actually still the original emulators I had got back when I was still in high school. Back when I was still in high school, I still have emulators. I still have ROMs that I still use to this very, very day. Because I don't want to get rid of them, because obviously now it's harder to get those now because they're cutting sites, they're cutting all kinds of stuff, and you can't play these games. And I'm like, listen, we're not here to try to, you know, get the games and you know, distribute them for money and stuff. At least God knows I'm not like that. I just want to play the games that I grew up with back in the day that, you know, obviously will never be re-released due to copyrights and stuff like that, you know. So yeah. And hey, again, I'm just showing off all the cool new, you know, animations and stuff like that. But yeah, as stated, a lot of stuff has changed over the years and whatnot. Some of it good, some of it bad, but, you know, like with everything, you know, you have to kind of take everything with a grain of salt and stuff like that. But to be frank about it, you know, I'm thankful for what we are able to do and what we're able to, you know, access now, you know. Like I stated, the fact that we have literal computers. I mean, look, well, firstly, I'm going to tell everybody right now, I cannot stand Apple. Please do not come at me with anything Apple related, or I'm going to be so angry because I can't stand Apple products. I cannot stand it. Ever since my final project, and that stupid Firebox had to corrupt itself, and I lost my entire progress for my final project in high school. I have never been so pissed off at Apple than I was back then, but I am still pissed off at Apple to this day. So that's why I will continue to keep rocking Android and Windows despite all the crap that I deal with. But no, I am not. I'm not dealing with Apple crap. I'm sorry. I'm not an Apple person, and I will continue to keep throwing Apple under the bus anytime that I get the chance to. But again, I appreciate the fact that we do have all these amazing, incredible devices and stuff like that. The fact that I can, you know, use my cell phone to do anything. I mean, look, I have my house hooked up to Google, so I can control Google to control the lights, control the fans, control the TVs. You know, I've got all this crazy access by voice, which is wild to think about. But yeah, I will never trust Apple ever again. I'm sorry. After that, nope, nothing. And might be a Tekken pose, maybe. And no, I will be honest. Now, again, this is coming from me being a tech person. I repaired. Listen, if I can repair literally almost any computer, I literally at one point, because I had one of my mom's friends requested this. At the time, I didn't have a monitor, so you know what I did? I went to Staples. I bought a hard drive enclosure to test out the hard drive because they didn't know if their hard drive was working or not. So I went to Staples, bought myself a hard drive enclosure, and then I had a spare hard drive. Oh, but I had a spare desktop case somewhere in the house that still was old, still was usable and stuff like that. But because it might have been damaged, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to get a hard drive enclosure, use the USB 2.0 cable, plug it into the desktop, see if it'll work. And at the time, I didn't have a monitor, so I had to buy one of those card converters, so that way I can convert a. Back then, remember, this was a 18. Was it 18 or was it 19 pin? For video, VGA. It was a VGA cable, so I had to get a VGA to composite, not component, but composite. They're red, white, yellow jacks. I had to buy one of those things to plug into the old thick behind CTR TV, just to see if it worked. And it didn't work. The hard drive was clicking like a mug. I was like, oh, that thing's dead. That thing is gone. So I had to report the bad news to my mom's friend. She's like, Eric, just destroy it. So I got I did one of those like really evil looking like poses. I was like, I get to take the sledgehammer to destroy this thing. So I took it out to the backyard and just wailed on that thing. That's what you're supposed to do with a hard drive. If it no longer works, you're supposed to physically destroy it, destroy the pins, do everything you can, so that way nobody can get it and access information off of it. So I went to town on that thing. Oh, talk about getting stress relief out. But yeah, I managed to do that. So like, I can basically repair almost anything as long as it doesn't require soldering, which I can tell you right now, my one client that is out of town, I've had to repair their computer more than enough times than I like to say I did. And of all things, it was they had a Dell, they had an Acer, they had an HP. I do not like HPs. I do not like Dells. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I cannot stand those companies because they use the cheapest, crappiest products, the parts that they put in those things. I can't stand them. So please do yourselves a favor. If you are rocking an HP or a Dell, please get rid of it ASAP, because when you have to repair any parts, they're flimsy. Because what was it? The AC adapter port in the Dell that my client had, it had snapped off because he pushed it in too hard. And I'm like, this is a barrel jack. You don't have to like ram. Like, what were you doing? Taking your Ford F-150 and running it through the thing? So somehow he destroyed the port on it. I'm like, well, I can't repair it because I don't have the solder. I don't have the correct flux. I didn't have a soldering iron at the time, and I didn't have the correct flux. So I was like, okay, I'm not even going to attempt to try to fix this. I'm like, you can destroy it. Yeah, I did take out the hard drive, put it into a hard drive enclosure, and gave it to him. Like, you can still use it. You just got to buy a brand new computer just to, access your old information. So yeah, there was that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of Windows, anybody remember the old Windows phones that were supposed to be... Like, Windows created those cell phones that were supposed to be in line with both Apple and with Android, and they fell through. And now they're with Android completely now. It's a very interesting time. And oh, cool. Hey, Android phones. Hey, you got yourself a nice amount of phones you can go through. So, but if you need any advice finding a good phone, please let me know. I'll help you out as best I can. I do I do extend those abilities out to people who need a good phone and things of that nature. I tend to be a what is it? It is like an advisor. I guess that would be my role. So, yeah. And nope. Ooh, it is thundering like a mug now. Oh boy, I hope. Okay, cool cats. If power goes out, I apologize in advance because I just heard thunder. But no, I did not run it over. No. Please, please, please let me be 100% crystal clear when I say this. Do not ever run over any PC parts because the parts in computers are very sharp. You can puncture tires with those things. So please do not ever drive over any computer components, anything like that with your tires. No matter what the device, no matter what vehicle it is, do not do it because you will damage your tires. I've heard stories, and I'm like, nope, I will not do that. You take a sledgehammer and you physically destroy, even a regular hammer, just you have to physically destroy the hard drive so that way nobody can access that by accident, or on purpose, I should say. I'm actually, if I can be honest, I actually am using a Lenovo Legion. Listen, this is how bad I've got it when it comes to tech stuff. I can literally recite all the specs with this laptop without even looking at the spec sheet. I don't have the spec sheet in front of me or anything like that. This is a Lenovo Legion 7i Slim model, 8th generation. It has a i9-13900H processor in it. It turbos out at 5.1 gigahertz. I have put in it has a 16 gigabyte 5200 SODIMM, what is it, 5200 mega transfers per second, SODIMM, soldered in, that means you can't remove it, soldered in, 16 gigabyte DDR5 RAM built into it. But I went ahead and I put in a 48 gig, 46 gig, no, it was 64. No, I put in a 42. Was it 42? Yeah, it was 42 gig. It was a 42 gig SODIMM 5. No, SODIMM. SODIMM 5600 mega transfers per second. But because it's backwards compatible, it actually falls back to 5200 mega transfers per second. SSD. It's not SSD. It's a DDR5 type RAM. So it has 64 gigs of memory in it right now. No, wait, it's 32. Oh my god, 30. No, it's either 36 or 30. I forget what card I put into the thing. But it basically, I have the RAM tapped out at 64 gigs right now with DDR5. 5200 mega transfers per second, so it has the best RAM capabilities right now. The graphics card that's in it right now, it is a RTX 4070, has 8 gigs of VRAM, so it basically can play most, not all, but most AAA title games at HD resolution, 60 frames per second. So it's that good that it has that, and this is a 2-year-old laptop. It's 2 years old. It's actually one of those laptops that actually has it has RGB per key RGB lighting in it. It has a 16-inch 1440p resolution display, and it could actually go up to 240 hertz. But you don't need 240 hertz because it's not powerful enough to run any program. Except maybe for CS:GO at 240 hertz or frames per second. So it is a very good laptop. It actually has both USB 4 and Thunderbolt 4 capabilities. So you can put anything Thunderbolt related or USB 4 related into the thing, and you can basically max it out, I think, at 40 gigabits per second transfer rate, I believe. So yeah, you can do that. It has, like I said, it's got RGB lighting through the keyboard, but it's very interesting. The Lenovo Legion tends to be like the sleeper laptop. It looks like it's business. It's the mullet of laptops. It's a party when you open it up and you turn on the RGB, where you can turn off the RGB and run it like a business laptop, because it doesn't have all the features and funny looking, RGB on the front or on the sides or anything like that. So very low profile sleeper type of laptop, gaming laptop, but sleeper. So it's a really interesting laptop, very light, very light. I can access all the ports in it. I can access all the cool stuff in it. So yeah. But that's the best way I can describe it. It's basically the mullet of laptops, honestly. But that's Lenovo for you. They rock gamer vibes, but they rock business vibes more than gamer vibes. But you can turn on that gamer vibe if you just put in the RGB lighting and stuff. So yeah. And oh, there goes the rain. Let me put down the windows, because I still have the windows up in the my room, because I don't want anything getting wet. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Oh, shoot. Daggone it. I just knocked over my toolbox. Dang it. And yeah, it's starting to rain. Like, it's coming down like a mug. It was running. It was super hot earlier, so that doesn't surprise me. But anyways, let me see what else. But yeah, a Lenovo TV. See, I do appreciate, those who have Lenovo. I do recommend Lenovo in terms of, like, companies and stuff like that if you're looking for tech stuff, especially their laptops. I have 2 of the Lenovo laptops so far, and I've liked them. I've liked them a lot, so something I would recommend. I just don't like the new versions, because the older versions you could actually push the monitor screen all the way back 180 degrees, so you could literally push the monitor back flat. New monitors, you can't. You can only go to, like, I think 70 degrees, which is kind of stupid, but that's how it is now. But I always will recommend Lenovo to anybody, especially, like, if you just need a basic computer laptop that just does basic work, you're not playing any intense games and stuff like that. I always recommend, like, an IdeaPad. So yeah, that's something I would recommend right off the bat. And Doom. Yes, this thing can potentially run Doom just on the RAM alone. That's how crazy this thing is. I could potentially run Doom off the RAM alone. That's how crazy this thing is. I will be honest, the reason I recommend Lenovo so much is because the Lenovo brand is actually through IBM. IBM was bought out by Lenovo way back in the day. I believe that's how the story goes. I want to make sure I get that right. Let me make sure that I am getting my history just right. Okay, so it merged with IBM. So Lenovo, if you're familiar with the ThinkPad line, with that little nib in the center that's got that red nib in the center to control the mouse and stuff like that. That was through IBM. Lenovo now has IBM, and they now created the ThinkPad series, so that's why you have the ThinkPads now, still with that little nub in the center for the mouse input. So yeah. But yeah, back in the day, yeah, they were like Lenovo started as it's like its own thing, and then eventually it merged after, because what was it? It was like some type of it was a company over in Hong Kong essentially that rebranded its name to Lenovo and then basically merged with IBM and created their own things. That's why you don't see IBM anymore, because they combined with Lenovo, and now I believe Lenovo is now a part of what's that it got bought out by Motorola, I believe. So now it's Motorola, I believe, that has teamed up with Lenovo. Yep. So Lenovo is part with Motorola now. So, and of course with Motorola, they, obviously did a lot of the cell phones and stuff like that back in the day. So, a little tech history for you cool cats. Because again, I love tech. I'll talk tech until whenever. And an Insignia. Dang. I haven't heard of Insignia in quite some time. I forget what company bought them out. And well, hey, I hope you cool cats do like the new gold outfit that I got going on here. So, because I've been doing more with tech. I'll be honest. I love the cyberpunk / techwear elements. I literally went on Etsy and found out somebody was creating these amazing like tech element stuff, and I love how it is. I'm like, man, why can't tech be sexy? I know I just said that, but it's the truth. I'm like, why can't tech be sexy? And I was like, you know what? Let me find like something, and suddenly I found out that yeah, techwear or coolwear, is it coolwear or something like that? I don't know. It's like cyberpunk-ish, but not true cyberpunk. It's like gives you like that tech vibe without it being tech. And I was like, okay, I've got to find something that I can kind of make my own, because I'm not a big fashion person. Do not come to me with any fashion advice or asking for fashion advice, because I cannot give you any. Listen, I still say my Sonic shirt that I bought 20 years ago is still cool. Despite it not even being, in fashion anymore. So please do not come to me for any fashion advice or anything like that. I wear what I think looks cool to me. And if it don't look cool to you, well, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry it doesn't look cool to you, but I'm wearing what I think looks cool and it looks good on me. So, yeah. Lenovo laptop that has 400 gigabytes. Hey, that's you're batting like at least 500 there with that thing. But hey, if it's still working and it's still operational, it's good. Lenovo's are good for long-lasting devices. I'll put it to you that way. Gotcha. That's understandable. I mean, anything related to like just the cyberpunk tech. But again, not cyberpunk. I'm not huge on cyberpunk, but I just like the aesthetics. Like I love how the symbols and the elements work, and the fonts that look futuristic. I'm basically in the futuristic style looks without it going too cyberpunkish. That's why I probably say I like Battle Network so much, because it has that tech feeling without it going too deep into cyberpunk. It's that perfect, like, okay, we've got the tech, but we don't need to go cyberpunk with it. I think it's fine like that. Y2K style was it's different, but not super different. There are some similarities, but it's not like crazy, like wild out there stuff. It's like Y2K fashion, like you're talking like almost kind of like it's like cyberpunk before cyberpunk became a thing. That's probably the best way to describe Y2K aesthetic, because it's different. It's got the look, but it's like again, to me, it's like cyberpunk before it gets too heavily into cyberpunk. You know, it's believable, but of course, this is like, you know, straight up early 2000s stuff. This is like, you know, literally why they call it Y2K. Just like old 90s, like, you know, like back when back when you called things cool, you used to call it dope back in the day. You know, not drug dope, but like dope as in cool, you know, or back when way back even before my time, when things were called cool, it was called fat, you know, PHAT, not FAT, you know. Back in the day, but that was before my time.